when the narcissist thinks you're not watching. This is what they really do behind your back. Thank you for being here. Welcome back to another deep dive on narcissists and karma. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss an upload. Let's get right into today's topic. At their core, narcissists have one unwavering mission: to feel good about themselves, no matter who gets hurt in the process. You don't even register as a real person in their emotional world unless your presence or absence somehow affects their own ego. Your success, your failure, it only matters if it shakes their sense of superiority. If watching you fail lifts their fragile self-worth, they'll silently root for your downfall. And if cheering you on doesn't serve their ego, then your accomplishments will be met with silence or indifference. You don't matter to them unless your existence feeds their narrative. It's never about you. It's always about how you make them feel about themselves. Despite often having nothing to show for it, narcissists carry themselves like royalty. It's not just arrogance, it's a shield. They wear entitlement and superiority like armor to keep themselves from facing their inner shame. And because they can't stand to feel flawed or ordinary, they go after people they think they can control, people they believe will buy into the illusion. In the beginning, they'll flatter you endlessly. The love bombing is intense. But once they feel you've fallen for the act, the mask starts to slip. And that's when the devaluation begins. The very qualities they once adored in you, they'll now use them to humiliate you. Tearing you down becomes a twisted way of building themselves up. You go from special to worthless in the blink of an eye. Now, let's talk about something narcissists often say: I just need some time alone. Whether it's said to a partner, a friend, or a family member, that phrase usually carries a hidden agenda. Because here's the truth: narcissists hate being alone. Solitude forces them to confront their emptiness, and they will do anything to avoid that. So when they claim they need space to reflect or clear their head, there's usually more going on. Behind the scenes, they are likely engaging with someone new, lining up a fresh source of attention. Narcissistic supply doesn't take breaks, it just shifts forms. Whether it's in person, over the phone, or through social media, they are always chasing validation. When you're no longer giving them the emotional fuel they crave, they grow restless. That's when they start pulling away, ghosting your calls, demanding distance, or creating drama to blame you for the disconnect. They might even accuse you of needing space, flipping the script to make you question yourself. At the end of the day, this alone time is rarely about reflection or healing. It's about distraction. It's about replacing. It's about escape. And if you've ever experienced this sudden shift, know that it's not your fault. It's part of their cycle. You were never the problem. They just needed you to believe you were. Narcissists are not impulsive fools. They're calculated, clever, and strategic. They know exactly what they want and often go to great lengths to get it without ever revealing their real motives. And while you might not always see the fallout immediately, every interaction with a narcissist comes with consequences. Always. If you give a narcissist the space to act freely, expect the unexpected. That time alone they ask for might not be about solitude or self-reflection at all. It might be their way of retreating into unhealthy, addictive behaviors, gambling, pornography, compulsive sexual habits, or substance abuse. Or it might be a smokescreen to give themselves room to pursue someone else. The truth is, narcissists thrive on constantly hunting for new supply. When their current source starts to lose value or no longer feeds their ego, they begin scanning the horizon for their next emotional fix. They'll make it seem as if they need space or time, but often that's just a cover for what they are really doing, lining up replacements. Because they always want options, narcissists are rarely ever truly committed to one person. Behind their charm and intensity is a mind always calculating its next move. The longer they keep you talking, waiting, or confused, the more time they have to stall decisions or line up something better. Sometimes their silence isn't about boredom or distraction, it's calculated revenge. You might have set a boundary, confronted them, or simply called them out on something they didn't want to face. That alone could be enough to trigger a narcissistic injury. And instead of talking it out like a healthy adult, they'll emotionally disappear. They'll vanish when you need them most, not because they're unaware, but because they want to punish you. They want you to feel abandoned. Even if they were the ones in the wrong, they'll make sure you pay. When narcissists go quiet while secretly planning to hurt you, they become emotionally distant and cautious. They won't reach out until they've fully thought through their strategy. And when they do come back, it's usually wearing a mask. They'll pose as the kind friend, the caring partner, the misunderstood victim, anything to lure you back into their game. But sometimes they don't come back at all. Sometimes they slowly start pulling away, leaving you suspended in confusion. They won't officially end things, but they'll quietly phase you out. That's what I call a soft rejection. They'll act lost, tell you they need time to figure themselves out, or pretend they're working on personal growth. But it's not honesty, it's avoidance. They simply don't want to admit that they're done with you, and worse, that they've possibly replaced you already. When narcissists have downtime, they don't use it to grow or heal. They use it to indulge. They chase whatever temporarily boosts their ego or distracts them from their internal emptiness. And if someone new, whether it's a stranger, a coworker, a friend, or even their own child, can offer them a stronger supply, they won't hesitate to pivot. At the end of the day, a narcissist is only ever concerned with their own benefit. Relationships, connections, even families, they are all just tools to serve their agenda. Their entire existence revolves around manipulating the spotlight so no one ever sees what's broken inside. And that wraps up today's deep dive. Thank you for spending this time with me. I truly hope today's video offered you clarity, validation, and insight into your own journey. If you've ever found yourself entangled with a narcissist, your story matters. I invite you to share your experience in the comments below, not only to express your truth, but to help others feel less alone. If this content speaks to you, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you'll be the first to know when we release new videos. With gratitude, thank you again for watching.